Boys, we stuck. This is what happens when you come out to a tidal spot and you go metal detecting and you don't check the tide.
Just sit right back and you'll hear a tale of a fateful trip that started from this tropic point aboard this tiny ship. The mate was a mighty sailing man, the skipper brave and sure. 5 passengers set sail that day for a 3-hour tour, a 3-hour tour.
All right, guys, I'm out here cleaning up my boat today from the 3-hour tour, which turned out to be a 9-hour adventure. Yeah, this fat boy was tired when I got home yesterday from all of that 9-hour adventure digging. But this video is not just going to be an entertainment video. It's also going to be a teaching tutorial video wrapped in one from the field. But you're going to have to give me a few minutes of your time to lay out what's going on. I'm going to tell you about the site, how the machines are set up, and the philosophy or style of hunting that we're doing. So give me just a few minutes. I promise you there'll be some valuable information in this video, whether you're hunting with a Manticore or Deus 2, on how to hunt these heavy iron, hard hit sites. Now, let's get some terminology cleared up here. Hard hit. When I talk about hard hit, I mean other metal detectors, even myself have been to this site before, but this site has had 30 years of metal detecting pressure put on it. It's not a giant site, but it has these tough, big, hand-forged colonial nails and big iron, and stuff can just hide in that iron. And you have to go through, and we dig what I call the gray area, and even probably some in the black area type signals that are just not your textbook signals. Their textbook signals on this site, on the core, are pretty much non-existent. Is it possible to find one? Yeah, but I hadn't seen a textbook signal on the core of this site in years. So, with that being said, we know that there's stuff masked in the iron. We know that modern detectors cannot get all of the stuff. There's masking going on. And how do we get to that? Well, we dig and do a style of digging on this type of site. Doesn't work for every site, but this is a very old site that has given up cobs, coins from the 1600s. So we go in and we start digging what I call blips and bops. We move big iron a lot of times, and we remove that stuff, and we're digging these signals that we may suspect that it's a square nail. But if you do iron unmasking tests and you see extreme masking scenario going on, they sound very similar. So we're looking for rises in the audio, changes in the iron tone, and we're digging pretty hard here. And this is a very extreme style of digging that I only really utilize on very old sites and, sites that I know good stuff has come from. So keep that in mind in the context. If I went to a iron-loaded site first and had no idea of what the layout of the site was or how much pressure had been put on it, I would not start out digging like this. But knowing what me and Carolina Digger know about this site, this is one that we're going to dig extreme on and try to find a very old mass target. You seen last week in the video doing this style of digging, he got a cob and a large scent. You'll see some finds in this video, but spoiler alert, no cobs this week, but very good place to show you guys what's going on. Philosophy and style of how we hunt these machines, Manticore, Deus 2. Me and Carolina Digger open up both machines. The principle is the same. The less filters, the more you hear, the better the unmasking. It's the same on the Manticore, it's the same on the Deus 2. The Manticore is being ran in all-terrain general, 5 to 6 recovery speed, upper Ferris 7, lower Ferris 3. He's running at 5 tones. Deus 2 is being run in Deus Fast, 6.4 disc, pitch tone set at 500 hertz, silencer 0 starting out, and I make a change midway through the hunting day because I'm not finding much. And I make a change not because I'm not, I make a educated change in the day. And that is this. I'm already doing extreme digging, so I decide to open up the Deus 2 even more, and I drop it from 0 to -3. Yeah, extreme iron hunting here. So recovery speed 2.5 to 3. When it 2.5 when I'm out where it's a little more sporadic, 3 when I'm up in the heaviest. And, you know, maybe I need to talk about that in the video. Heavy is more sporadic. Sorry about the demonstration there, but it's about the best I can do on the fly. So, theory or style of hunting machines opened up, listening to it all, chasing the blips and bops, and this style of hunting is particularly for a old sight. So you guys stay tuned. I'm going to show you some targets. In Carolina's diggers, Manticore, I didn't get a whole lot of live digs on that, but the principle and theory is the same, and I will get more on that in next video. Sorry about that, guys. I just thought it was going to be an entertainment video, but I said, no, this is a good place for a educational entertainment video combined. Extreme iron hunting coming up. Stay tuned. Okay, guys, we're on a hard hit site. Notice my sweet speed and what I'm doing. I'm not doing, you ain't hitting jack in a site like this doing that. This is that stuff that Sharpshooter was talking about in the comment about digging gray area signals. This place has been hammered for years. Good artifacts come from here. You gotta slow down and hone in on the gray signals. What's this? You don't even hear that. Slow down. Metal detector processes it. That's a fallacy, that fast swinging crap. That's a fallacy. Stay tuned. This is that iffy gray area signal right here. What is it? I don't know. We're going to look at it. It was a gray area signal that actually cleaned up. Means it's a deep piece of iron. I don't know. Yep. Yep. GoPro, stop recording. Someone say, Calabash, why did you chase that target? Well, I'm going to show you with the Deus 2 a very challenged target and the Manticore set up like Carolina Digger was using it, so you guys can hear challenged audio and kind of grasp why we're chasing some of these signals. Penny, 2 nails, nail elevated. Listen. Yeah, that's how challenged target sounds. You guys hear that? And in the video, you won't hear the iron volume on the Deus 2 as good because I'm using an external speaker, and I actually have to bump it way up to an unusable level for the DJI camera to pick it up. And I use it at a 5, but it sounds more like that in the headphones because you can hear better with the headphones. Now, let me get the Manticore set up. Stay tuned. This is what you would hear similar on the Manticore. Set up like Carolina Digger, 5 tones, upper 7, lower 3, general program. Yep, we're digging the blips and the bobs, guys. That's extreme iron hunting, and that's what's going on. Stay tuned for the video. Carolina Digger says he's got a piece of camp lid. Good sign. Serious iron hunting here. Slow it down. Sort through the iron. Big old iron, but we're going to check it because we're on a very old site. Let's just look at this big old piece of iron. Let's see what it turns out to be. GoPro, stop recording. Big old iron piece. Yep, that's what it turns out to be. Very tiny, I do believe. We'll see. It's deep, 40 something, man. That could be a pewter button. What did I do there? Dude, that's loud, ain't it? Yeah, it's loud. Don't sound like a 22, does it? Piece of pull tab, beaver tail. GoPro, stop recording. It's a 78.
down in there. Let's see. Let's see what that nail is that was giving me that trouble. Little piece of nail, look at that. GoPro, stop recording. That's a little bit, sounds like I need to dig that out and take a look at it. Big old piece of iron down there, I guess. Yep, that's what it was, but we had to dig it. We had to dig it. Yep, old bent square. You want to dig the goods? You're gonna chase the bent square nails. You guys heard how the mass targets sound, so. Guys, hear that signal? Look what it turns out to be. That's what I'm talking about. Extreme iron digging. You hear that signal? You hear the other bent nail signals? Yeah, and it's a similar thing with the Manticore. You're just going to have to dig the gray area signals on the hard hit sites to get the goods out. Okay, first target of the day that's an actual relic is a piece of horse tack or furniture tack, but you guys see it. Little bitty signal, but it's in here. GoPro, stop recording. Dude, look at that tree right there, man. Look at these oak trees right here. We need to metal detect here. No, it's a nail, dude, sounding like it, man. I'm telling you. Unless I'm bad fool, there might be one in there with it, but. Well, that'd be amazing if that was something in there. There ain't no. No, off the side of the hole like that. Nail. Guarantee you. Yep. Big old square nail, man. Look at that. Look at that thing. I'm talking about hand forwards, dude, with a big old head. GoPro, stop recording. You gotta pay your dues if you're gonna sing the blues. It don't come easy. I'll stick to metal detecting and quit singing. 2 targets dug, and both of them's furniture tacks. Besides melted lead. 2 brass furniture tacks. GoPro, stop recording. Folded up piece of copper? Yeah. Alright, let's keep going. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Not back to the boat.
I'm going back to the boat if that's a nail. I'm quitting. Packing up, taking my ball, and going home, boys.
We probably can't get out of here.
Boy, that sounds good, don't it? That sounds real good right there. That sounds like a button.
Looks like it is.
I think it's a button, dude. That's what I think it is.
You're right.
It was a 70, it's a 71. Okay. Oh my gosh.
What is it?
A beaver tail.
I just dug one.
Oh my gosh. GoPro, stop recording. Don't sound too bad, 64. Don't sound like it's knocking my ears off, you know, got a little bit smoothness to it. Till you dig it out the hole. Let's see what we got there. What is that? Well, nice bolt. Look at that. Nice bolt, I do believe. Some kind of something. Well, is it a bolt? Hold on. No, that's an old piece of cut metal right there. That's old. That's interesting. That's very old. Check that out. Looking at it closer, I don't know if it's a bolt. It's brass, so I don't think it's iron. So looks like it's got some age to it, but you seen the signal. These nails in here is tough. Tell them, Carolina Digger, how tough these nails are.
These little boogers right here will get you.
Oh yeah, these are hand
They
forged.
will get
This
you.
is a 1600s, early 1700s site. They're hand forged nails and they're boogers.
Can't believe it.
That's where'd you get it at? Where'd you get it at?
Right there.
All right, let's keep digging. Where you at, Carolina Digger? I got an 87. '86, '87. Now that's hopeful. Dropping my... '86, '87. That's, you know, that's Zincan territory. That's Real territory. That's a whole lot of territory. Let's see what we got here. Well, there's something. Oh, that could be, I might have a cut. I might, or a cob. I don't know. I don't know. Let me get my eyeballs on here. What is that? Is it a modern? It's a modern coin cut up? Wait a minute. No, hold on. That don't even make no sense. That has to be a... What is that? Is it a modern dime cut? Oh my gosh. Where's it? Liberty, look, it's cut. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, I gotta show him this. How in the world? Oh my gosh, what a heartbreaker. Colonial site with a cut, what is that, quarter maybe? Wherever it went right there. Thought it was a piece of silver. Oh, he finds cobs and I'm finding cut quarters. Stay tuned. You guys thought I was kidding. See that Liberty on that? Cut quarter. Cut modern quarter. How many of you guys ever found one of those buckets? So he's hollering. He's got a button. I'm wandering through here digging cut modern quarters. Man, I'm just not going to tell you guys how bad that hurt my feelings. We've been hunting for some hours and we've literally dug maybe 6 non-ferrous targets. Very, very sparse, heavy iron, hard hit site. Known about it for years, known the people that hit it. Very experienced detectors, and it's just tough. But I hear somebody's got a flat button over here. Tom back or something. So let's go over here and look and see if we can see something old get us fired up.
He does got one.
Uh-oh. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Right button.
Yeah. So it was here, right? Oh, that's that pewter too, man. That, I forget what they call this.
White metal.
Yeah, I call it white pewter. Dude, that could have been the right one. All right, guys, there we go. Now here's a loud 33. Normally something I would pass, but on these old colonial sites, he was telling me that button come in at a doggone 16 on that Manticore, and that's low, you know. So what is that equivalent to on the Deus 2? I mean, it's loud too. Could be foil, but I've dug colonial buttons way down in the ID scale, way down in the 30s. Rolled up foil. GoPro. What's Carolina digger got over here, boys?
Most likely.
It's hard to find a good signal in this joint.
Something tiny, whatever this is.
Come on, be a cut.
Nope. Piece of lead though.
Yeah. GoPro, stop recording.
So I went out on the perimeter of the site, and you get far away from the site, 50 yards or so. You start getting into modern trash, but my theory was, well, maybe some colonial relics got dropped out there, and I'm sure they are. But I get on this signal, and this is a textbook signal. So you've seen a couple of textbook signals in this video, but most of the signals that we dug up on the core with a gray area, I mean, 50-50, not even 50-50. Some of them are 25-75. 25, yeah, might be 75. We know there ain't. But you've got to cut that stuff out. So, guys, stay tuned. There'll be a couple of finds in the video, and we're just going to keep demoing signals and talking about it so you guys get a gist of what's going on and what type of signals to deal with or dig if you're trying this extreme iron hunting on heavy, hard-hit sites.
An 88, guys. Huh. Think about an 88. A nice 88. I got a solid 88. Oh, yeah. Nice 88. Wonder what kind of junk that is. Last time I got excited, it was a cut modern quarter. Well, I do see a coin there, but is it a modern dime or Spanish? Well, let's just take a gander, pull it up and look at it. And it looks like a modern dime. I got me a dime. Modern dime? Yep. Now, 78. I'm just off the core of the site a little bit. And iron content's lower, but modern trash is, you know, a little bit heavier. But you're talking about a 78, 79 signal, 2 feet over there, a dime. I mean, and literally the site is literally right up there, 70 feet. So, you know, you guys know how this story could unfold. They may not have wanted to deal with this modern junk, but we're going to get it out of the way and see what's in here. And that's just a pull tab, but you know, it's non-fair. So GoPro, stop recording. Interesting target. A little bit of wisp to it. 88. No doubt target there. No gray area on that target. Gotta dig it. Look at that. Went silent, right? You guys see that? You guys see that? Is that amazing or what? Is there a piece of iron in there? What's going on? Does it turn on edge? There it is. So I must have threw some iron, either iron over the top, broke the matrix. Okay. That looks like a coin. Huh. Another modern dime? I don't know about that. Let's look. Let's look. I am half blind. Stay tuned. I got some kind of coin up here. It's got to be modern though. Oh, it's a dime. Dime. What you got? Is it big?
That's the
right kind of musket ball there, man.
Big one.
Yeah, that's the right kind of one. Well, that's musket ball and a button. Stay tuned. A fragment of a pewter spoon?
Yep.
All right, we'll check it out at the end. All right, guys, let me explain something to you. There's a higher iron content in here, and I told you I had base settings. I'm off my Relic program out of fast, 40 kilohertz max band, but I just made an adjustment. Sensitivity 93. Look at the reactivity. I moved it to 3, speeded the machine up. And then I pulled this out right here. Silencer -3. Now, why did I do that? Well, I was running a 0 silencer. We're not really digging anything. We've been digging for hours. The site's been hit hard over the years. And I'm going to get maximum unmasking out of this. I'm already digging every bip, peep, squeak, iffy signal, so it doesn't matter to me if the iron is false and I'm getting it out of the way anyway. Very historical site we're on today, but everybody knows about it. It's been hunted for years, and it's a tough time finding something, so I'm opening the machine up in hopes of, you know, finding something that somebody missed or that their machine couldn't unmask in this iron.
How desperate my thing is.
How desperate are we?
Yeah.
How desperate are
where they cut some brass and it rolled up as they cut it. That's pretty bad.
Yeah, and he found that doing this. Wow, 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 discovery signal.
No, it was no discovery.
We're just having a discussion. There's a top of a bottle sticking up right there.
You hold on to this.
Yeah, I'm holding on, but that's a bottle, dude.
That's a bottle.
Dude. I thought it was a bottle.
Piece of pipe? Not the bottle.
It's a bottle.
Oh, that's a Sunkist bottle.
It's an old Pepsi Cola bottle.
Oh, yeah, it is. That one looks old.
Yeah, that's a stump, I believe. Boys, we stuck. This is what happens when you come out to a tidal spot and you go metal detecting and you don't check the tide. What do you think about that? I think we're here for a while, Carolina Digger.
I think we're here.
Till dark.
At least another 4 hours.
At least another 4 hours, but you know, there's some wood sticking out of the bank.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just look at this water right here, man. I mean, might be a megalodon tooth laying in here. All right, I got to get my phone, guys, but we're stuck. You guys see it? Tidal, and we ain't going nowhere. You guys believe all these oak trees is in here like this and we ain't finding jack? Well, we're stranded, so we ate a snack. We're going back to metal detecting and hoping and praying the tide comes in so we can get out of here before dark. There's coyotes and bears here, and you know, I don't know, man. I don't want to be stranded out here. All right, folks, stay tuned. He says he's got a flat button and a thimble. Maybe this was a smart play. Huh? Oh my gosh. Dude, you know what that means?
What?
There's a Confederate button in there, I'm telling you. This was on the Civil War map. Look at that thimble, guys. Yeah, that's an old one. Let me go get my detector. I'm gonna come over here and follow him. He's having all the luck. That thing sounds like it's on top of the ground, dude. '86 on a Civil War site. Ain't that what a seated dime is?
I don't know about this machine anymore.
Maybe a seated half dime. I think a seated half dime is a '86. Yeah, I want to say that the seated half is 86. Yeah, but it's knocking now, so let's see what we got. Oh, dude, check this out. Check it out. It's a pewter spoon. Dog nose, man. Dog bone. Yeah, come look at this, man. Check that out. That's the old style look. Check that out, man. Check this out. I'm coming. I'll be there. Dude, Dude, wait till you see this spoon. You tell me that ain't old. Look at that style, dude.
Oh, that's a pewter spoon.
Yeah.
That's a pewter button.
Oh my gosh.
I'm pretty sure that's a pewter button. Oh, dude, that's old. That's real old. That's definitely a pewter button.
Dude, there could be a Rev War button in here, man.
Could be more than
what we thought. Look at that.
This could be the daggone,
Oh, shh. No. Private location.
Oh,
Stay tuned.
That's a
Says he's got a giant musket ball. That's what I'm saying, man. There was some stuff going on here. It reminds me of like, there's Early, the house. Dude, that's a...
It's a brown bass, ain't it?
Yeah. That's got some age to it. All right. Let's keep searching. We're still waiting on the tide. Looks like it's starting to come back up some of it. Boys, we got stranded. We done a lot of digging. We didn't find no cobs today, or Carolina didn't find no cobs. They got a couple of knickknacks, and I've dug some non-ferrous targets, a lot of clad coins, pewter spoon handle. So it was a weird digging day, right?
Yeah, very.
Just very, very strange. We went to a very historic site that, you know, it's been just hammered over the years. Very old site. Was it found in like 1750? And dude, the targets was just really what? Non-existent, right?
Yeah, this little bit of stuff really is about the only, you know, keepers.
Yeah.
Here's a piece of that pewter spoon.
Yeah.
Spoon bowl.
Look
This
at
is
that.
nothing really.
Nothing. That's probably off the handle that I found.
Probably.
Trying to figure out what went on there, but we're going to get on the boat and we're going to Gilligan's Island it back onto the boat landing. The 3-hour tour is over. The tide is turned. 3-hour tour. You guys want to see what I'm seeing? Beautiful, right? Beautiful, beautiful place. Beautiful. Very old place, just stingy on the targets today, so I'm gonna make my way down there to the boat. Look how much the tide fluctuates. So you guys see that? We have a very, very drastic tide cycle here. So boat setting on the mud at one point and up in the water the next point. So I'm gonna make my way down here and see if I can get it turned around, pulled in, and all that good stuff. Happy to see my boat. Oh yeah. Yeah, we got power. We got power, baby. We got power. Look, I ain't trying to be funny or nothing, but just in case something happens on that slick, muddy hill, we got to cut this camera on. I ain't trying to be funny at your expense, but you know how things go sometimes, right? Tick tock, tick tock. Ooh, boy, that's like walking on a tightrope.
Moon boot.
That was pretty good, man. You didn't fall for the world to see, so that was really good. 2.2 feet. Captains, this is Captain Calabash, all aboard. I know that we were stranded for 3 hours on this tour, but we're headed to the house and we got a couple of knickknacks and some good exercise and just a good old fun day.
The weather started getting rough, the tiny ship was tossed, If not for the courage of the fearless crew, the minnow would be lost. The minnow would be lost. The ship set ground on the shore of this uncharted desert isle, with Gilligan, the skipper too, a millionaire and his wife, a movie star, the professor and
Is that Days Home Slash? All right, guys, here's what you got to go through if you want to find the goods. I did find this, but I don't think I got it on camera. It's a razor blade, brass razor blade. That's very cool. There's the metal piece, or one of the metal pieces that I found, but whole lot of junk, but non-ferrous. There's the pewter spoon handle, the brass tack, and a cap. I think that was from another site. I did find this one on that site. Don't know exactly what that is, but it's an interesting piece. And then you got your iron right here that I dug. So, you know, overall, I didn't dig a ton of iron. I mean, you guys see it. There was a couple of bigger pieces that I couldn't get in my finds pouch because it was just huge, that I cut out on purpose. But you can see the nails that I dug. And let's just go ahead and say, when you're on a site, you see nails like this, it's probably 1900s, less age. You start seeing nails like this, you start going back into the 1800s and 1700s. And these are those hand forged nails from the 1700s right here off the site yesterday that are so problematic. A lot of this, I knew what it was. On the bigger iron, I'm very good with the Deus too, but we cut it out of the way, and we're getting that big iron out of the way, which covers a lot of ground. Now, again, this is site specific. I don't dig every site like this, but this site requires that type of digging. And, you know, that could have been a Spanish cob. I mean, that's a brass tack. Look at the size of it. It could have easily been a Spanish cob hiding in there. So sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't. But even though no great finds were made, there were a couple of good buttons found and all that. We got some good exercise, had some good fellowship time out there with the fellow detectors, and just had a great adventure. Thanks for watching.